Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Crystal and this is In My Own World Tarot. And this reading is it's a general reading from Aries to Pisces for the full moon. Yes, Aries to Pisces for the full moon in Pisces. When we talk about Piscean energy, we're talking about the planet of Neptune, the planet of the dreamer, your idealism. Spirituality is the 12th house. It is the end of the zodiac, the baby. So it sees everything play out and you make your own conclusions. When we talk about moon energy is usually waves about the same as the energy of a retrograde. It is a transformative energy, as you can a transformative energy. I can't get my words together because back to my next to my next point. Excuse me. Well, Mercury retrograde is about to happen. We're on the shadow period, so excuse me in my speech. But full moon in Pisces will affect the mutable signs, which would be Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius. All of my placements. So this energy is going to affect you the most no matter where you have the placements. Especially if you have a lot of those mutable placements in your chart. We actually just had the peak of the full moon just a few moments ago. And what was I doing? I was washing the dishes. I was like, oh, I haven't done a reading in a minute because I've been focused on humanity. And that brings me to my next point. Judgment and humanity. I had to bring myself back. This is a rant, by the way. I will get into the reading. So if you tune into this video, you may want to fast forward because I'm about to go deep into a rant. So, there's been a lot of my clients, there's been a lot of passing away, been a lot of death. There's been a lot of judgment that I see in the world still. And me as a single mother, I have to talk about what hits home for me. And I've been so blessed to be put in a place to where, yes, me and my son have went through our struggles, but we've always had. And to the place that we are now where, we don't want for anything. And I try my best to give what I can. But it really breaks my heart when you see other women, and I think I might just do a single mom reading as well. Other single mothers judging other single mothers as though it couldn't be you. As though you weren't in that place before where you did not have. So I don't understand, why is it so hard for another single woman or a single mother? Not saying you have to give your all, but reach your hand down and say, I got you. I see you. I can assist you. Because someone helped you before. Someone guided you. Maybe it was just something you said. But someone helped you before. I can't wrap my head around that. So I had to take some time out because I get emotional because that breaks my heart, to see the judgments that we have nowadays. It's nuts that people are so selfish and they envy one another. And then people judge by what looks good on the outside, not knowing that something that looks so great on the outside could be so broken on the inside. Then you look at these people who always hold these panels and these parties. The people that really need your help, they're not going to show up to this party. They're not showing up to this panel. They're not the ones who need this motivational speech that you're giving. You got to get out into the community. And with that being said, you will see these videos get, far in between because I can't just talk about it and not be about it. I am out in the community, will be out in the community, on the ground. Because the people who really need it, they can't get their hair done. They can't get a haircut. They can't put on a suit. They don't want to sit there and hear you speak about everything you read 5 minutes before you got on the stage on some cue cards. They don't have time for that. They worry about how they're going to get their kids to school. How they going to feed them. How they going to pay their light bill. Not the bullshit you talking about. Like, no. That shit breaks my heart. I'm not saying that I'm leaving tarot. Absolutely not. But I am going to step back from it because the need is greater than us right now speaking of, because you can tap in, you can talk to you guys yourself. You got your own connection. There's tools that you can be given. There's other readers as well. you know, or you can talk to me personally. There's ways to reach me. But as for the need in my heart, for what I feel, it's in my own community and from what I see. And it breaks my heart. And I don't want to be one of those people be like going there bashing, like, oh, you ain't about shit, you ain't about shit, being an internet bully, typing on people's posts when I can be out there doing my part. I just don't rock like that. But anyways, let me get into y'all reading. So, like I always tell you, make sure you turn your notification bells on because I may just pop in when I pop in. It's a piece of me, it's a passion of mine, but everyone has their own connection to the Most High. You know, I encourage you to tap in. If you need some assistance, I definitely will be actually taking away the readings themselves. It's going to be more focused on birth chart analysis, and if you need like one-on-one talks, but the readings, I'm about to take those away because I'm starting to think that they're bullshit because a lot of the readings that I get that people book, they want to talk about love, they want to talk about situations that they want to change, but you're not doing the change that you want to see. You're staying stuck in a situation, and I'm not feeding that. It's not feeding my soul. I'm not wasting my spirit. I'm not wasting my energy on bullshit. If you're not talking about how you're going to develop yourself, how you're going to be a better person for your children, for your family, for self, I'm not talking about it. I'm not going to answer your question, oh, is he cheating on me? When is my new love coming? What about you, though? What about you? We don't want to talk about you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, or how I might just take away the calendar being open. I might do it how some other readers do. You just have to email me. And I want to see what is it that you want to talk about, because that's a waste of energy to me. It really is a waste of energy. It's a waste of energy, and it's a waste of my time and your time. If you are not trying to have a self-development session, if you're not trying to see what it is that you need to fix, because we all have something to fix. I do too. We all do. I've been working, as we all know, I talk about it all the time. I have an Aries North, and I've been working on anger for a long time. Holding my peace. Putting my anger into learning how to transmute it into my creativity and not lashing out, which was a hard thing to learn. If you don't want to talk about things like that, I really don't want to read for you. I'm going to be honest with you. And I could pick and choose what I would like to do because this is my business. But it's self-development, man. Like, for real. If you seriously, I mean this. Like, if you book me and you talking about love and all that stuff, I may refund you. Like, I don't know. I may just, like, you need to put in the comment box, like, exactly what is it that you want to talk about. Because it's just about a situation where you want to know if this man is cheating on you, but you still decide to stay, and you don't have an avenue of how you want to leave. I don't want to offend anyone because I know it's hard to make that step to go. But a lot of you are asking the same questions over and over and booking continuously the same thing. And the cycle has to stop. And I'm not going to be the one to keep feeding it when there's so much to do. Yes, everybody's like, oh, you're one person, which I get. Which I'm trying to hone that in, that I can't save the world. I'm going to do what I can do in my community. Yes. Can't save the world. But what I'm not going to do is continue to listen to this bull crap when there's other things to do. Seriously. Like, it's draining. Like, I don't think you guys understand. You're like, what? What? And I don't want to say, oh, you know, we 30 plus now. I understand everybody's on their own timeline, so I don't want to be the person to judge. But how many times do you got to hear the same thing, sis? Bruh, how many times? How many times do you have to ask that same question? How many times do you have to question why somebody doesn't love you how you love them, and how you want them to love you before you decide, I'm out of here? Before you decide, even if I got to get a $10 an hour job and stack this up for 2 years behind this man back, like, I'm finna go. Before you decide to start doing that, how many times you got to hear it? How many times? When is it going to be your time when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired? When are you going to release the anger? When are you going to stop being upset because this person didn't call you back, this person didn't call you back, and it could be something within them, but when are you going to start looking at you to why you may have been ghosted? What happened? Why didn't someone call me back? Why didn't I get the job? It could be something that, do I need to sit down and update my resume? Was it something I said in the interview? Was I not coming off for the qualification of this? What was it within me? And I'm not pointing the finger. I'm not saying that you are a bad person at all. Please don't take it that way. But when do we stop and look at self? When do we stop? And when do we look at self? And when do we worry about ourselves? Because you can't be that great girlfriend, great wife, great mom when you coming into a reading, you asking about everybody else but yourself. That's the problem. You're putting everyone else above yourself. And then you're thinking everyone else is the problem. But you're perfectly fine. No one's perfectly fine. If we were perfectly fine, we wouldn't be talking to each other. We would be the one that is sought out. We would be God, correct? I think so. But anyways, if you haven't tuned into my readings before, I pray before each and every one of my readings so that way my energy is protected, your energy is protected as well. You know. Yeah, it breaks my heart. It really does. That I got the sun here and grand blessing keep coming out. Somebody got to have a blessing or a breakthrough. I don't know. Maybe it just needed to be said. I try to always find the words, and that's something that I have to work on myself. Find the correct words to get my point across, because a lot of times it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It really is, and that holds so true. It really does. And it's not that you have to speak a certain way, that you have to have a certain dialect, that you have to be eloquent. It's not that. You have to know how to connect with people without offending them. People get offended from things that they don't understand. You know, not everybody's on your same vibration. Not everyone's going to understand your passion. Some people take your passion as anger. And some people may feel as though they're being attacked. And so that's something we all have to work on. That's something I try to work on every day. I had to really learn on. I thank God for my son, because he taught me how to work on that, because he's a very gentle person. He's like a gentle giant, I call him. I can't yell at him, because I yell at him, his whole heart breaks. I just see it in his face. I got to have conversations. But I had to learn that he's not the only person that I need to calm down and have a conversation with. It's everyone. It's humanity. You know? But anyway. Alright, so let's get into y'all reading, because I know that's what you wait for. I tried to warn you. I told y'all I was going to be a rant. That's why I warned you. Because y'all have no idea. Alright. Great God in heaven, please allow me to tap to the energy of the collective. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus of all signs. Any messages that they're needing, any guidance that they're seeking today. Please allow me to relay these messages to them as accurately and clearly as possible. Please protect my energy during this reading, protect their energy as well. Please continue to bless our lives with peace, abundance, prosperity, and protection. Thank you, amen, and ashe. I keep hearing that, I know I've been hearing for a couple of days, I've been wanting to do this reading for a couple of days, but I was working on something else. All I kept hearing is, it's for show. It's for show. So what are you doing? Somebody's doing, I don't know if you're doing this because it's actually in your heart, or is it for show? And that's a question a lot of you need to ask yourself. What am I doing this for? Is it for show, or is it something, are you really the change that you wish to see? You know? It breaks my heart. It really does. But anyways. I was telling my son, if you ever read the Bible, Genesis 41:45, about the story of Joseph. You know how Joseph was outcast by his own brothers, but then turned around and saved the whole kingdom of Egypt. It's always the black sheep. Anyways, move forward. Aries. Ew. You trapped it. What are you trapped in your mind about? It's like Aries is like, you know, and when you talk about this Gemini energy of the mind, you know what it is to be true, but you're blocking out your own intelligence. So when you talk about, like I said, when we go back to energy of the moon, especially full moon energy, is the reverse of this. So you may have a dream or you may have a revelation, and it may force you to face the truth that you already see, but you try to block out. And you're going to have to speak it within the next 3 days. You know, full moon energy lasts 3 days. Any moon energy really lasts 2 to 3 days if you go look. You can look on any calendar of any country. The moon phases are there. Okay? Taurus. I'm not going to get into my rant about how, because it's everything is connected, in my opinion. Everything's connected. That's a whole nother subject, but it's all connected. Astrology, religion, spirituality, politics, science. It's all connected if you really pay attention and if you really dive deep. Everyone, everything, every entity pulls from one another. It's just how it's transcribed makes you religious, spiritual, a politician, scientist. It's how it's written. It's how it's explained, which categorizes you in certain groups. But if you really look at the detail of it, of all of this, it's all connected. But I'm going to leave that alone. Anyways, Taurus. So Taurus, we got the mother, Aquarius. We have the age of Aquarius, which is now you could be a mother, an expected mother. And Taurus, this is actually hilarious because when you talk about Taurus energy, that is the Empress in the original tarot deck. When you got this card represents the elder of the air signs, which is the water bearer. So this is more moon energy. So you will be in your own energy, or you may need to step into a spiritual bath within these next couple of days as well, what I'm feeling strongly from this card. If not, you just need to take your braids out and wash your hair. That's for somebody. You weave stink. Just kidding. Y'all know how to make some type of joke, but that's how I feel. I'm trying to get my feelings. Not because I seen something that just broke my heart. I really did. I'm like, this person is supposed to be so religious and so of God. And they're so judgmental. But how are you such a Christian? You so of God and you are so judgmental when you have the means to help so many. You know? I don't like that. Anyways. Gemini. So Gemini, ooh, you got a Libra coming your way. Could be a Libra watching you. A Libra's gonna pop up. I don't know who this Libra is. I think I pulled up about you guys a Libra. I think it was in the Virgo. It might have been the Virgo reading, but there was a Libra in somebody's reading, or this was the Libra reading talking about a Gemini. But it's like a third party situation. Could be a Cancer involved. Be careful about that. Or Libra is having some dreams, nasty, or want to like romance you, something like that. It's weird as fuck. Anyways, Cancer. Cancer, be mindful. You trying to get pregnant, but the person you trying to get pregnant from, this person not even on your level. I'm going to be honest with you, Cancer. This is a strong energy of immaturity. And also, you got this Pisces, which is this full moon in Pisces energy right now. You know, Cancer. Who is this Cancer? I think I had this in y'all reading the other day. What is everybody, it's so funny too, because you got the full moon in Pisces, which talks about like delusion and not seeing things for what they are, but you really are. And when you think you're painting a delusion, but you're seeing the truth. Cancer, what you doing? Shit's nuts. Anyways. What is this? Leo. All things shall be revealed. Like they're giving you the gift of truth. Your dreams are giving you the gift of truth. If you have a young child, specifically a boy who's a Scorpio, turn off the radio and let this little boy talk to you. All right. Virgo. Oh, Virgo, you're going to be in your own energy. You already know what it is. You might be speaking the truth to someone, and I don't feel like this is going to be in a kind way. I don't think this is not going to be kind, Virgo. Ooh, wait a minute. What, Virgo? Is today the 21st? No, tomorrow's the 21st. Shonda's birthday. One of my clients, I told her I would do her birthday reading at midnight. If you're one of my regulars, I try to schedule your birthday reading the midnight of your birthday if I remember. If I don't, let me know. Libra. Libra, 11th house, friends. Oh, man. Transform. Child, what is with this bull? Looks like you blocking yourself off and no new friends, no new friends, no new. Or you might be shit. This feel like old friends. This feel like people who have betrayed you. It's like Libra, you're starting to see people for who they truly are. And now you about to like just seclude yourself. Could have been a lady. This could be a man or a woman. Somebody could have been a strong ladies man or a ladies woman here. And it starts to seclude themselves from doing that. You like how someone speaks or what they talk about, Capricorn? Addiction? You have an addiction. This talks about it. This card is talking about addiction, but it's like addiction to speak. Be mindful, Capricorn, that you are not relying on everything someone speaks about, that you still have your own way of thoughts. Thinking, thoughts. Think. Look at y'all, Mercury. I'm not messing with you this time. Yes, you. She's like, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh man, Mercury get on my nerve. So, anyways, what did I say? Aquarius. Aquarius. You brought this fancy ass car, and this car about to fuck up on you. Aquarius, you need to go get your car fixed. He's like, oh, I just got it serviced. I don't know if the mechanic, you know how some mechanics just put tape on your engine just to get it to start so you can get out their face that you may have been talking too much or something, or you're a woman, but your car may stop on you in the middle of traffic. You might think it's like something minor, but this is like a transmission issue, Aquarius. Pisces. You finally figured out what you wanted to do with your life, huh? Now, the question is, Pisces, and this is a deep question for you. Now that you have your mind set on exactly the direction you want to go, will you actually travel down that road? Is the question here. Make sure, Pisces, that you are not running because now that you know what it is, that you're still planning. You're planning your trip. You know, we can all drive. Anybody can get in the car and drive. How Medea say, I got a car, don't know that means I can drive it. You don't really have to have a license to operate a motor vehicle. You do not. You ain't got to have a tag on it. You don't have to have insurance. You got keys, you got a car, you can drive. Now, you got keys, you got a car, you can drive. If you're driving in certain areas without a tag on your car, you'll get pulled over. Yeah. Depending on the police, will he let you go? Possibly. Depending on the story, you may even get away even farther. If you think of a good story to tell, let you go, start crying, I don't know. Depending on the area. Other scenarios, you may end up getting a ticket. Other scenarios, depending on who you are, you might go to jail. In every scenario, you still was able to get in the car and drive, right? Now, how far were you able to go? Would you be able to go further if you had a tag on your car with valid insurance and a driver's license? Absolutely. Would you be able to reach your destination with less of an issue than if you didn't have a tag or if you didn't have insurance? Yes. Would you still have minor hiccups along the way? Yes. Will they be as bad as if you weren't insured if you didn't have a tag? No one really knows. But would it be a wiser choice to take the precaution and follow the law and have a tag and have insurance and have a driver's license? So that's one less thing that you have to concern yourself with, and you can focus more on the passion itself. Yes? Yes. All right. Leave that right there. Anyways, let me go ahead and give you guys, let's do Moonology since it's a full moon. And it should be irking me. It irks me because, you know, you got nowadays, I'm a very observant person. You know, very observant. And I love to watch people because of the misjudgment that I get so much in life because of how I carry myself. I'm very nice, can be very mean, and depending on what situation you find me in and how you approach me and what conversation we have, I could be a very nice person or a very rude person or a very strict person or a very stern person. Very organized, very analytical. It all depends on what situation you find me in. And going through life, learning how to balance that out, still learning how to balance it out, and to learn how to be certain people in certain situations, because we're all different people in different situations. Let's just make that clear. Everybody's like, oh, just be yourself, just be yourself. No, because not everybody gets certain versions of you. There's different versions of everybody. I don't want to care what nobody say. The person you get in the boardroom with me is never going to be the person that you get in this tarot and a reading. It's a totally different person. That person is talking about dashboard. That person talking about Excel's codes, SQL. That person's talking about that, not talking about this. It's two different people. You know what I mean? So people need to understand that. However, you need to understand that as a person yourself. When to walk out of the boardroom and when you're here and when you're there. And it's not saying that you're changing your moral standings or the foundation of you. Notice where you are. And I think a lot of us get confused. I got confused at points in time. Notice where you are. Read the room. Read the damn room. You know what I mean? Like, hello. I'm not going to walk in the boardroom talking about the moon, the stars, and quasars and stuff like that. It's not even what we're talking about right now. Read the room. Great. Anyway, it's common sense. It really is. But anyways, whoa. This is crazy. So we got new moon eclipse, expect powerful change, but we got it in the reverse. And we all know that a new moon, when you go in the reverse, what's 180 flipped from a new moon? It's a full moon. So this is actually the correct energy for right now. So a lot of us are going to be feeling the power of this. A lot of you watching must have a lot of mutable placements within you. And what is today? Today is the 20th of September, which breaks down to a 9 plus a 2, which is an 11, which is 2021, which is a 5, which is a 16, which is a 7, which is divine energy 7. Anyway, so coming to a full cycle of divine energy of God. So a lot of us will be feeling the spiritual energy that's going to be looming around, which is brings us back to the point of full moon in Pisces, which is the energy of spirituality. Especially if you want to check your charts, so we want to break it down in the sense of a chart sense. I will check your 8th house to see what placements you have in your 8th house, because the 8th house is the house of like religious, spirituality, transformation, which is Scorpio. Check your 8th house placement if you have water placements there, specifically Pisces, and also your 12th house for this evening or for the next couple of days, so you know how to navigate through this intense energy. A lot of you who may be more of earth signs in those placements, it would just behoove you something about staying hydrated. I'm hearing you need to stay hydrated if you have earth in those placements as well. I would stay very hydrated. You know how I don't know why they're telling me this. You got an afro. What is it called? 4C hair, right? You got the black. You ever seen a woman with the big afro? And you can wet her hair with, like, it takes forever to get her hair to lay down when it's wet. That's what I'm feeling for you, Earth sign. It's like you're going to have a feeling as though you can't quench your thirst. It's like you're in the need of hydration, and it actually may not be water. It may be a search of knowledge or a search of some subject matter that you're looking for, that you just may find the answer within these next couple of days if you sit still or sit in water as well. Yeah. But anyways, guys, that has been your message. I hope it resonated with you guys, and I hope it helped. But yeah, there's gonna be a few changes here. It is not that, oh, she's good in tarot, she's one of those people in tarot land, and I don't give a damn about what else everybody else is doing. No, I feel like I just have a more of a purpose in the actual physical than in tarot. However, the readings will change. How to book will possibly change. Seriously, like, if I think I need to put it in the description box. If you decide to book a reading, please include exactly what you want to talk about. Because if you don't want to talk about you, and we don't want to talk about self-development, personal growth, we really don't have anything to talk about. You know, and it's crazy. I have a few clients, and I love this about y'all. I'm not going to put your business out there because you don't want to be, some of us take oaths to do this, some of us do not. I'm not going to go there. And I wanted to say something, but I'm going to leave that alone too. But I do love how some of you, when you come to your personal reading, they ask about their children. How are my kids doing? You know, those are people you created. You ask about yourself, yes, first, which is awesome. But a lot of women, a lot of you guys, they don't let me get off the list. Oh, before you go, pull on my kids. I'm like, yes, thank you. And a lot of you have awesome children. I love kids. I'm a mother myself. And that's another thing, man. Like, if you ever got a reading, and if not even a reading from me, a personal reading from anybody, you don't ask about your kids, you need to look at yourself, bro. Because why are you not worried about the little people you created? Because guess what? Those are the ones who are going to be taking over the world in the next 20 to 30 years. You gotta see where these little crumb snatchers headers, where their head at. I don't get that. I don't understand that. I'll never understand that. And I'm not gonna tell you how to parent. I can't tell anyone how to parent. You parent how you so please. I don't know your kids. Your kids aren't me. Your kids are you. Your kids are you. But pay attention to them. Talk to your babies, man. So many of us, we get so wrapped up in the hustle and bustle of life, try to be the next best thing, trying to give our kids everything that our parents didn't give us because we want to be millionaires, because we want to have the best, we want to drive the nicest cars, want our kids to look nice because we didn't have, and we forget to talk to our kids. Then we wonder why they get depressed. Then we wonder why they get bad grades in school. Then they wonder why they go to school and bully other kids. Then we wonder why they're looking at stuff on their phone that we have no idea because we don't talk to them. Because you don't talk to them. Talk to them. And you'd be surprised a lot of your kids don't even want none of that shit. They don't want none of, they don't care nothing about no Jordan, no video game. They just want to talk to you. Talk to them. But I'm a crazy person because I tell you to talk to your kid. Okay. All right. But then, oh my God, I don't understand why my kid get bullied. Why are they bullying people? Why are my kids cussing? Why are they so competitive? Why this and why that? Did you ask them? You're asking everybody else except for the little person that's causing all of this. You're asking everyone else except for them. Talk to your kids. I don't know. I'm not the perfect mom. My son's only 11. When he gets older and he's successful and famous, yes, I'm going to be talking mad shit. Because then I'll be like, okay, I got this parenting thing right. I'm still in the process just like you all. So when I say things to you, it's an us thing. It's not a you thing. It's not an I thing. It's an us thing. But I'll be damned if I'm one of those moms that sit there asking other people why my son did this and why my son did that when I go ask him. The hell is your problem? What's wrong? Let's talk about it. Turn off the radio in the car. But I tell you what. Let my son be the next Van Gogh. I'm talking mad shit when he's 25. But until then, we all on the same playing field. But let him. But but talk to your babies, man. It has been my absolute pleasure. You all, thank you so much for allowing me to share my gifts with you, my knowledge with you, and that we continue to grow together. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected. I ain't gonna tell you when I have another reading out because I don't know. It is what it is. That's why it's called It Is What It Is. I see you when I see you. Remember to rely on your own intuition. We all have the same connection to God. We all can walk through the same door because his door is always open. You know, don't wait for someone to have an opening in their books for you to get the answer. You know the answer that you so seek. If you just drop down your knees and ask for them, you know it. Alrighty? But you guys have a nice day, and I'm going to talk to you guys another time. Ooh, I promise you I'm not ashy. What is that? This what is that? The incense. Alright, you guys stay blessed, stay safe, stay protected. I'm going to holler at you guys another time. Bye now.